devolution movements who are here. Members of the diplomatic corps, I recognize you. Our affiliates, representatives of business, students, women and youth organizations who are here. It's my honor to address this 20th National People's Conference of our Revolutionary Mass Party, ZANU-PF, being held at this historic city of Gweru and convening under the theme towards Vision 2030 through devolution, industrialization, and modernization. The conference provides us with another opportunity to gather as members as we meet today in a joyous atmosphere following a convincing victory by the people of Zimbabwe and indeed our revolutionary party over the machinations of our country's perennial detractors and their local Trojan horses, who masquerade as opposition political parties personal. Together in unity, we defeated them all and successfully defended our sovereignty, territorial integrity, and independence. Takabarakasha. The victory, fair, transparent, and credible 2023 of our great motherland, Zimbabwe, have confidence in our leadership, in ZANU-PF, which is the only party that can lead our independent country into a brighter and a more prosperous future. Once again, I congratulate all our provinces, our wings of the party, our affiliate organization and organizational capabilities. Our hard and emphatic election victory. The people of Zimbabwe spoke loudly and freely through their democratic right to vote, which remains our. The collective voice of our people gave ZANU-PF a new 5-year mandate to serve the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe, leaving no one and no place behind. Our collective vote must be respected. Tigongo tonga, vachingo tsama. May I therefore sincerely thank you, members of the party, unity, tolerance, love, as one people and descendants of Emperor Munumtapa. We stayed true to our party motto, peace, unity, and development. I say to you, well done, comrades. Well done, ZANU-PF. Under ZANU-PF, we shall continue to be proud Zimbabweans and proud Africans in our identity, in our own abilities as a people, will be cultivated and entrenched for the realization of our National Vision 2030. My dear remembrance of all fellow comrades, colleagues, and cadres of our party who passed on since our last 7th National People's Congress held in October 2022. I thank you. May you be seated. May their departed souls continue to rest in eternal peace. Comrade delegates, the holding of this conference following defining elections in the history of our country is fortunate. Happy that I attended that one. If I may brief you, we were only 7 trained cadres in May 1964 who attended the conference at Mtapa Hall. And none of the other 6, they are all gone. I'm the only survivor of the 7 trained cadres. At that Congress at Mtapa Hall, 1964, resolutions were passed to wage our protracted armed liberation struggle. That was a great vision, because here is a Congress which declares to wage armed struggle, and there were only 7 trained cadres in the country. That critical decision to wage armed struggle set the tone for scaled-up militancy, resistance, and the direct military confrontation of the brutal and racist colonial regime of Ian Douglas Smith. At Iwawa and Escombela, among other places here in Midlands province, many of our country's founding fathers and luminaries were incarcerated, detained, and restricted by the Rhodesian settler regime. Party cadres and membership in general should never forget this rich liberation heritage. We must continuously learn as we march forward towards Vision 2030 through devolution. Industrialization and modernization must continue to be inspired by that same spirit of fortitude and resilience as we deepen our revolutionary development. A lot of work lies ahead. We must all fold up our sleeves and work hard for our motherland, Zimbabwe. The ever-changing socio-economic and political challenges, together with the illegal sanctions on our motherland, should never discourage us. We must defend and consolidate the notable achievements of our great country in honor of the departed heroes of our country, some of whom never lived to see our hard-won independence, our freedom, and our democracy. As such, this conference is not business as usual. We must re-examine ourselves, build on our party's strength, address our weaknesses, and sharpen strategies to accelerate the implementation of our people-centered development policies, projects, and programs. The theme and composition of this 20th National People's Conference compels us all to thoroughly consider and proffer pro-people policies. As Zimbabweans, we cannot afford to undertake our national development programs at a snail pace. Our country has already been robbed of time for development due to the 23 years of sanctions. We must never bury our heads in sand. The revolutionary people, the resilient children of Mtapa, we should march forward with resolve. Let us, therefore, continue to guarantee successes in agriculture and food security, our mining, our manufacturing, and tourism, among other sectors. The last 5 years have shown that we can achieve as a people when we are peaceful, united, and hard-working. Riding on the successful devolution, greater attention, rural industrialization, and the growth of the macro, small, and medium enterprises sector as the vehicle for modernization and the growth of our economy is critical. In this regard, we must take full advantage of the ongoing perennial mindset, especially among our young, talented boys and girls. Our national development philosophy, nyika inovakwa, igotongwa, igonamatikwa, nebenebayo. This philosophy is deep-rooted. In terms of philosophy, it cannot be challenged. It is true in the past, it is true now, it shall be true in future that nyika inovakwa, igotongwa, igonamatirwa, nebenebayo. This will never change. We therefore must encourage every citizen of our great nation, Zimbabwe, whether at home or in the diaspora, to do more to build and contribute towards the modernization of our motherland, Zimbabwe. We must never look back. Against all odds and the ill wishes of our detractors, Zimbabwe iri kuramba ichingofamba vachida vasingadi icharamba ichingofamba tichibudirira tichishandura upenyu hwevanhu vedu isu varidzi vayo. This is what we will continue to do as ZANU-PF. My dear comrades, the stage of our national development as reflected in the conference agenda requires us to be solution givers, not problem creators, towards proffering and implementing high-impact policies, projects, and programs and peaceful. It is my expectation, dear comrades, that the resolutions of this important conference of our party must drive productivity and a prosperous development trajectory for our nation. Through this conference, our revolutionary party has another opportunity to mobilize and unite the people of our great motherland, Zimbabwe, around our common national vision. Nyika inovakwa, igotongwa, igonamatigwa, nebenebayo. Benebayo ndimwe makagara muno, hakuna vamwe. It is critically important for us to promote equalized development, industrialization, and modernization without leaving anyone and no community behind. The values of hard, honest work, discipline, patriotism, and serving our nation wholeheartedly must be harnessed for the well-being of the ordinary citizenry across the breadth and length of our country. We must be remembered individually and collectively for working towards the modernization and the growth of our motherland, not for dividing our people. Our land and agriculture sector remains the mainstay of our economy and an avenue for increased household food security. We have introduced IPWASA, where each household is made food secure, Fumvutsa, which has improved incomes, wealth creation, and empowerment to lift many of our people out of poverty into prosperity at the household level. I commend the party for providing the necessary leadership that has seen all our provinces realizing unprecedented milestones for the last 3 agriculture seasons. Our country is now food secure. According to projections, we will this year have another record bumper wheat harvest. Makorokoto amhlope, muri yamunum tapa. I challenge this conference to come up with additional strategies to strengthen overall productivity in the agriculture sector, further develop our country, and mitigate climate change by construction of dams in every single province. Additionally, we are determined to ensure goals in the viable commercial horticulture ventures. Organization of our agriculture sector, including among smallholder and communal farmers, is being given priority by my government. Efforts to improve livestock production and development, fishery, support our women and our youth. With regards to mining, achieved from our country's reach through broader during the first 5 years of the Second Republic, we empower for our industry. That was supported by our friends, the People's Republic of China. High impact and the people-centered projects such as what I have mentioned, Nyati and Mchekeranwa Dam, have all been completed. Works on the Harare Bite Bridge Highway, Gwai Shangani and the Kunzu Dam,